Hello, everybody. I hope your day has been going well. Let me make sure my mic is where it should be at so that you can hear me. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Katie, for those of you who do not know me. We're doing some Animal Crossing tonight, just being chill. And I think we're gonna do some good amounts of bug catching because we still have those two last bugs to catch for the museum. So I'm excited to try to find them. So we're gonna be keeping our eyes out for those bugs and just in general, you know, run around and do the island dream. So yeah, I think that's about it. I am sorry for being late. But I was building a cat tower. It is, you know, 2 weeks late or something like that, but it finally arrived, so I really wanted to get it built. As little Worf has taken to running around chaotically and needs some more vertical space to be used. But other than that, and then I had to grab dinner because I hadn't eaten yet. So yeah, that is about it. I do apologize for being a little late. Jerry Lynn, hello. Yeah, I think we'll get right on into the game. How is your Thursday? It's Thursday. How's your Thursday going? Hopefully it's going well. Let's see, what's our island news? And I did change the time on the island just due to the fact of I was not gonna play with closed stores. So I moved the time by a little bit. Fireworks show. Oh, I guess you have fireworks shows on Sundays. It's Friday for me in the morning. Ooh, how is very, very early Friday going? Sounds far too early in the morning for me. Unless I've stayed up. Because if I've stayed up, then I'm fine with it. I forgot. We got all fancy because we were visiting friends. I don't get the mail. Mail's gonna bug me if I don't. Ooh. Thought I heard a cat. Thank you. And then we get the Happy Home Academy. I think they've given me the same rating forever because I haven't changed anything in my house in weeks. Actually, not weeks. And literally, like, I think in a year I've not added or subtracted anything from my island whatsoever. That's fine. Ooh. Now, I've never had Red show up and had the Harvey's Island unlocked. Is he gonna be on Harvey's Island? Because he's got my island. How does that work? Boy, what is it? That one has an interesting name. Ooh, I want to get changed so we can get changed right away. I want to get changed into, ooh, what are we feeling? It's actually, like, tonight it's supposed to get quite cool where I'm at. I actually got, like, a warning this evening on, cold temperatures. So I think, ooh. We go, like, fun bomber jacket. Oh, yeah. I feel like fun bomber jacket. Oh, purple pants. Maybe not. Oh, I forgot we got the lace pants. But let's do, I'm thinking actually doing shorts instead of pants. So let's think of like, think maybe just jean shorts. Stay hydrated. Hydration is important. Maybe I'll go white pants. Stay cool, don't overheat. No, it's this evening. It's supposed to get cold. But hi, Mr. Shredder. That's why we're putting the jacket on, because like I actually opened my window rather than anything else. Katie, you confused me. Hi. Because actually, like, I don't even have to worry about a fan today, because like it's supposed to get actually like chilled. I got like a warning over the weather app of like, look out for cold weather tonight. You know, there's gonna be a chill in the air. Rex, why do I confuse you? And I will keep warm. I have plenty of warm blankets. And 2 cats who are totally willing to cuddle. Not each other, but me. Oh, does it say The Long Dark? I thought we were doing Animal Crossing today. I read the schedule wrong. Gas fast. I actually like looked at the schedule before I started streaming because I wasn't 100% sure what game we were supposed to play. And I was like, oh, Animal Crossing. we'll play The Long Dark tomorrow. Katie can't read, so we're playing Animal Crossing tonight. Like, I legit actually looked at my schedule before I went live. Oh yeah, I'm not good. Actually, I'm pretty good at reading. My spelling has issues. Spelling, I know we have spelling issues, but my reading's actually not that bad. I just might be a little tired. Actually, I think the biggest issue was I had to read, because stream's late because I was assembling a cat tower, which took a lot of brain power because the instructions were not simple. Actually, they were too simple. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, no, it's not even like I don't feel like The Long Dark today. It's literally, I forgot. Whee! I mean, if anyone was super excited for The Long Dark, we can switch. So it works out perfectly. Nice. Yeah, no, the cat tower was not supposed to arrive. It was actually supposed to arrive in a couple days, but it is like 3 weeks late. But then it took way too long, and then I had to eat because, oh dang, I forgot my leftovers at work. I'll eat them tomorrow. I had some leftover Chinese food at work, and then bring it home and have it with dinner, and I forgot till now. I'll have it for lunch tomorrow. Hello, dude! Brazilian Steakhouse is amazing. Ooh, that is the real one, by the way. He doesn't have a book in his hand. That's how you know it's fake. Oh, you can eat meat. I went to a Brazilian Steakhouse in May. Oh, it was like so good. It was, not only was the food like top tier, it was a really fancy, really nice Brazilian steakhouse, but I was there for free. Because I was at a trade show and our company was invited by one of our raw material suppliers, and so the raw material suppliers like treated a bunch of their good customers to Brazilian Steakhouse, and it was so good. It's like one of the best meals I've had in a really, really long time. More than 3 days. Nice. Yeah, no, I can't imagine how expensive it was for the company to like bring as many people as they did. Like we filled like one of the whole extra rooms. And like we all got drinks all night and like all the food we could eat and like dessert. It had to be so expensive, but it was free. I should have taken pictures, is what I should have done. But I felt that would have like the age demographic at the dinner was like probably 40 to 50 was like the median age. And so I was one of the really young ones there at 22. Yeah, like a bunch of skewers and oh, it was so good. It was so good. Okay, I'm using my phone to look up if this is real or not. I want to go to look. I think this one's fake. The eyebrows seem off to me. Yeah, this one's fake. I don't know. I just have to like really pay attention whenever I'm at Reds because I will forget and by accidentally buy things that I don't mean to buy. Because I already own this one. I can't remember if I have the girl, and I have the girl with the S, so I'm just buying the statue. It's the real one, I'm pretty sure. I have a fake version of it. For meat, I think like my favorite preference is probably lamb. Or like, steak. It really depends on what I'm feeling like and what else it's served with. But while we were there, I really loved, nudity. Just don't look. It depends on what everything else is, what else is served with, so. You're hungry, Rex. Bye, Red. So I'm really picky with how I like my meat cooked. I usually, if it's like a really nice like steakhouse or like the Brazilian place, I will do a medium to medium rare. But I've taken like too many like food sciences classes and things like that to like burgers with red in the middle kind of really G me out on like a food science standpoint, not like a taste sort of thing. And if it's, yeah, if I don't know where the meat's 100% coming from, like if it's just like a Chili's or something, if it's just like some random American food diner, I'm probably gonna lean more like medium to medium well. Just because I'm nervous before they get their meat. Especially for burgers. But if it's a nice place, then and I trust where they're getting their meat from. The keg down in the US? Like kegs full of alcohol? The steakhouse. I have not heard of keg. Here, let me Google real quick. A lot of the steakhouses that I've really liked have always been like individually owned sort of things. The nearest one to me is in Canada. About, tell me how far away? Actually, there's one not that far from me. The keg. Yeah, there is the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. Actually, there's one only 50 minutes from me. I live quite close to Canada. I'm just on the other side of the... I live in Michigan, so... There's one right across the Detroit River. Oh, this is new. That just spawned. It's really good. Sometime I'll have to go over. I'm still not sure how, like, the border is, though. Expensive, though. See, I'm still... I never treat myself to really night, like, expensive, like, going out. But... I definitely convinced my parents to take me places. Like, there is a fabulous steakhouse near where they live in Florida, on the water. So they do like both surf and turf. Oh, it's so good. It's a good fix this cat. That's the issue with good steak. Ooh, you know what? I forgot to do something. Also, can you guys hear the jingling in the background? Wasn't sure how annoying that would be if you guys can hear it or not. I'm hoping not. Oh god. I was gonna leave one of my little... Sort of? Okay. If it's not too annoying, I'll leave it because it's my kitten playing with his wand toy I've set up to keep him distracted. I made a sandwich and I ate a spoonful of mayo because mayo good. I love putting mayo on things. I know some people really hate mayo, but you're just having the wrong type of mayo. A spoonful. Why? Because mayo good. Because mayo good. Oh, I love the noise that one makes. Do it again. I love it. So, is it like Miracle Whip, or was it like what type of mayo are you getting? Because my favorite type of mayo is the avocado mayo. That is so gosh darn good. I love avocado mayo. It's avocado oil mayo, sorry. But it doesn't taste like avocados, but it's such a different texture and flavor. It's not nasty. Look at my family's weird. Okay, I might judge you a little bit for the Miracle Whip, Rex. Not gonna lie. Spoonful of Miracle Whip is like, even me as someone who enjoys mayo on things. Jeeves, just a little bit. Not too judgy, but just a little bit. The mayo's not bad. I love the avocado oil mayo. It's like a top tier, so much better. Like not nasty. Oh, it's delicious. Okay, question. Because we have people from different parts of not my local neighbors. How do you guys make a grilled cheese sandwich? This is a very important question. Like, what do you coat the bread with? I don't know. Never made one before. Ah! Somebody I won't be judged by. Butter and garlic, probably. Actually, that would make a pretty bomb grilled cheese sandwich. There's a bug over there, but it's not the bug we're looking for. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the fossil. Bury that again. I want to know what Rex says before I say anything. And then I shall reveal. I think it's purely just a, because it's not even Rex doesn't exist. Because like my friends from Michigan and like people I know from Michigan and like Chicago, so like other parts of the Midwest, think the way I make grilled cheese sandwiches is weird. A weird thing that toss bread and some cheese. Ooh, 20 seconds is done. Okay, because it had to come from my mom. My mom makes grilled cheese sandwiches and I just are gonna go on autopilot. See, everyone I know coats the bread in butter and then like tosses it in the pan. How you doing, Reaper? Hello. We're talking about how people make grilled cheese sandwiches because I have been told I make them like a crazy person. I legit like was making one day and my roommate walked in. She's like, what in the world are you making? And I was like, a grilled cheese sandwich. She's like, why? So I coat the bread in mayo on both sides, each slice of bread. So it's like grilled cheese sandwich is like one of the messiest things to make because you have to coat both sides of your bread in mayo. You put a slice of cheese in between and then you put it on, you put it in a pan. And my roommate was like, why are you putting mayo on it? Like, that's not what you do. See, that's what people said too. They're like, mayo? Mayo on the inside. Okay, mayo on the inside. Yeah, see, everyone does like mayo on the inside, butter on the outside. And I don't know if it's a Wisconsin thing because it's not a Midwest thing. Because I live in the Midwest and no one else I know in the Midwest makes grilled cheese sandwiches like I do. But my mom's from northern Wisconsin, so I'm wondering if it was like a Canadian thing or, and like, you know, because she just lives too far north, or if it was like just a weird her family or maybe Wisconsin, but no one else puts mayo on it. And the mayo is good on the outside. It's also one less thing you have to get out of the fridge or take off the counter wherever you put your butter. It's not. It's a weird her family thing. I'll have to let her know. You know, it's just a weird your family thing. The putting mayo on stuff. But it is really good. And I did get my roommate to try it, and she did admit to me that it was good, but it was still weird. It might still be a Wisconsin, Minnesota thing. I'm not sure which one. She lives so close to the border. Who knows exactly? But I do have to wonder because it's not a Midwest for sure. Because all my Midwest friends think that it's crazy. But now I have a bit more confirmation. Good to know. But if you're ever out of butter and still want to make a grilled cheese sandwich, mayo on both sides. Little Crown Mermaid! Of course, I was like, I was literally like almost leaving work, but I usually check Discord. So I was like checking on and like chatting real quick, and I saw you, or wasn't checking Discord. No, I was on Twitch. I was about to close my Twitch because I was listening to music while I was at work. And like I saw you in live, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go say hi. So I'm so glad you're doing good. And I'm also doing good. It's been going well. Got so many weeds everywhere. I leave for months and I don't even have this many weeds that grow. Water check. I feel hydrated. Gotta get some water. Inform me of this. She posted a link on the Discord. Do you not have alerts set up? But yeah, no, this is my island. Some parts are a work in progress and other parts are just how they're gonna be for probably ever. But thanks. No problem. See you soon. Ping me. Rex. She did. If you have the thing that gets pinged for I guess I don't actually have a ping for that, do I? Never mind, she couldn't ping you. I don't think I do. I was just thinking about it. I don't actually have like a specific one for self-promo. I guess I could make one. I'll have to think about it. Hello, weeds? Anyone there? I think you're all mostly gone. Quaint little town. Okay, I think I've gotten most of the weeds. Let us... What does this light look like? Why do I have this in my pocket? Can I set this down? So what color is my soft serve light? Oh, it's one without a swirl. Nah, I think I'll sell it. Don't really need it. Can I place this? I can only drop it. Oh, I bet it's a ceiling light. I have not played modded yet, but I'm going to make a list of things that I want to play when my PC arrives. I'm gonna put together like a, not like an official like here's what we're gonna play each day, but like these are the games I want to get through. I do have the regular game. I just I've mentioned a couple of times, but I stream off of a laptop, which is why I've moved to console games in the meantime, because yeah. Sometimes it struggles. If you could guess why. So I've tried modded games before and they usually don't work, so this looks really cool. I am serious. Give it to me. I got some money to spare. And I want the chair. Yes, because we stream on the console. And I have a be in a real life stream. I am here right now. I'm in real stream at work. No, I could not. No, the other day it was 360p. But because I use a capture card when I stream on console, I can boost the stream quality. House tour? You really want to tour my apartment? That would not be a very long stream. It's not a very big apartment. But no, I couldn't stream at work because I don't want people knowing where I work. I think I have this. I'm gonna buy it anyway. House tour and a cooking stream? Maybe. Maybe we'll make that like a goal. I mean, I have an extra bedroom, but only because I rent to my parents. No. I listen, I don't know how you, I listen to ASMR videos, but I just cannot get into the food ones. The food sounds are gross. I'm sorry. It's like, I can't handle food sounds. I could not create content like that. But maybe we'll do, because I plan on doing subathon for September. Maybe we can do one then, and then make it like a goal to do an in real life house tour cooking stream thing. I have to make my stance clear on the food ones. I remember talking to my coworker the other day, cause we were talking about videos or something, and she made a mention of like ASMR. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I watch those every once in a while. It's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I listen to just the ones that make microphone sounds, because I can't do the other ones. It doesn't click for me. I'm putting that in the storage. Nope, stop. I want this up there and this one. Up. Oh yeah, no, see, I had the console table right there. The one that all my music is on. Oh, I forgot I filled my walls with all sorts of random crap. It's fine. We aren't gonna change it, we're just gonna leave. But I did see the comment of make the schedule on stream. So we can plan what we want to play when we get a computer that can handle things. That looks so good. Well, thank you. That is kind of like my messy room. I can do an Animal Crossing house tour real quick. Didn't you say on stream? I thought we were talking about making a room. Yeah, so this is my living space. I started like collecting the antique set, but I was getting bored because I couldn't collect it fast enough. So then I added other items. Most of the rooms are purely, I decided to like grab a set, and I did find out the other day you can put accent walls, and I love the accent walls. I'm just gonna wait. Ooh, we'll go to this room in the back first. Next. You're keeping count for yourself, Rex. This is an aesthetic for sure. Drink. This is the cooking room, and I have everything on the floor, so I remember what we have and have not cooked yet, because I plan on cooking all of them. Okay, Rex, you're good. How many have you had? I will cut it off at 10. Okay, good. I will start 10. Yes, okay. 1. My other really good vibe room that I really love is this one. 2, posture. My posture's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I've done 2. This one I really like. I don't even have music in this room. It's just purely for frogs. Frogs and ground sounds. Love it. Okay, we shall go somewhere else. 3. And then this is a room that I was like trying to make an aesthetic, and then I just started tossing things in there, and the theme is kind of weird now. It's also not organized. It's just how it is. 4. I was going for like a space theme. But then I really like the stuff you can make from the star fragments. And then I was like, oh, I have like a computer thing but computers don't float in space. So, but the clouds are fun. So we got clouds in the room. And we can watch the clouds go by. I know, the lunar rover also doesn't really fit here. It could probably go somewhere else. But that room I haven't quite figured out with what I want to do. Not every room can be aesthetic. And then we'll go upstairs, which is also a bit of a mess. See, when I leave for months and then I don't come back and finish my projects. This is the room I made when I was very excited about the mermaid set. The Minecraft Monday stream, I start at 8, or usually starts at 8:45 p.m. EST. So right now it's 10:14, so I refuse to do math. Yes. I think I'm on 5? Ping me. I will try to remember. At the same time, unless Katie is late by 30 minutes. Katie is always late by like an average of 5 to 15 minutes every day. But today was a special instance of I was assembling furniture that I wasn't expecting to have to do this evening. This is the Imperial set, which I got a blue bed, but I couldn't find the red one. But yeah, I kind of like this room, I kind of don't, it depends. 6? I've lost track of my hydrates, I think that's 6. But that's my house. The first room's really presentable and the rest of sometimes they're a little weird. That was a trippy, not gonna lie. Yeah, nothing goes together. Every room was just like, I'm starting to get more than one piece of this furniture set. This room is now this furniture set. Nothing, yeah. Well, you have fun in Florida. I can be a big girl and do my own announcements. That is true. It also is like a weird pocket of space. Seven. I should have like started checking these off as I was doing them, but I didn't, so next time. Hi, I'm looking for the one who is doing DIYs, but you're not the one today, so I'll go searching somewhere else. I just want my free DIY. Free DIY! Ooh, Kyle, are you making DIYs? I want it! Let me stick my eye. Oh, gosh darn. Yeah, you stay confused. Spread the knowledge. I demand that we share knowledge and resources. I want to know all of the secrets. Is no one making a DIY? Because no one was in their houses up there. Is Cherry in her house? Cherry's in her house. I think maybe I hit the threshold because we went over the hour. Ah, you aren't making it either. So I only have like 4 more villagers. Eat a friend. I think I was at 7 hydrates. 8? I was just in here, but we're checking again because we're checking all right now. 9. Ah. 10. And I'll check off all my hydrates. I have hydrated. Cannibalism? But would it be? Because none of my friends are people. I mean, there may be some morality issues with like sentience, but I don't think cannibalism is the issue. I think, right? Ah, you're the one making it. I want your thing. I was thinking in real life, but okay. Bamboo stool. I want a bamboo stool, please. Thank you. Hey. What are you doing getting into things? We have a friend. Hey, buddy. Wanna say hi? No, you can't eat. You can't attack the mic. Yay! This one actually is not Shatner. This kitty is my new kitty, who doesn't have his own emote, but maybe I'll commission one eventually. This is Worf. And he likes cuddles. Oh, be gentle with that. Don't ruin it. Say hi. He's a very curious little kitty. And I've never had a black cat. He is so hard to find. Like I'll look in a room that I know I hear him in. I'm like, I hear him in this room because he has a little bell collar, and he'll just like disappear and I can't find him, and I'll like look and you can't see him unless he opens up his little eyes. Hey bud, can I lift you up a little higher? No bites. No, it's not that type of mood. It's cuddle time. We're not biting today. My Chimera. I enjoy adding like a little bit of tentacle arm to then have the the hands of fire to my Chimeras. But they're very cute. Hi, buddy. He's chilling. I need to get like a little cat shoulder rack so you can just sit there, huh? Yes, that is my favorite version of those emotes, because you get like the big tentacle shoulders, so it like looks a little bit more intimidating. You like the big raised shoulders and it's coming at you with his fiery hands. Okay, I'll let you go. Oh, you made a jump for it. Oh, this one. He's gone. He had his cuddle time. Is like, you know what? It's time to go destroy more of your furniture, Mom. I need to water some plants. I'm determined to get more of these golden flowers. Cheese. Ah, a cat tower. I just had to assemble one of those. Man, oh man, was it annoying. And I got so fuzzy. Like, I should have lint rolled my pants afterwards. I didn't. But I could have definitely used it. Okay, I'm gonna go to the museum so we can submit all of our fossils and get all of our money back, and then we're gonna go clothes shopping with all of the money that we made from our fossils. And that's why I'm not broke. It's because I forgot coffee. I've never played Factory IO, but it looks fun. I know you have these. I completed that a while ago. I did not play New Leaf. I had... What was the one in the GameCube called? I don't remember the factory. Grow the Factory. I don't remember what the one on the GameCube called, but we played that one first. My family had an island, or not an island, but like a save. We played together. And then I had the version on the DS that I played on the DS and the DSi. But then I never felt I was so tempted to buy the 3DS just for New Leaf. Like, I didn't want the 3DS for anything else, but I already had a DS and a DSi. So and then we had the Wii version too. Yeah, so I had Wild World on the DS, and then City Folk on the Wii, which I didn't actually play that much of. I really hated the Wii controller for Animal Crossing. It was really just not super fun to play. But I did play a good chunk. Especially because I brought the Wii to college. So during quarantine, besides playing on the Nintendo Switch, me and my roommate did games on the Wii. We also, just outside of quarantine, but just me and my roommates in college, did do like a couple rounds of Drunk Mario Kart a few times. We would play Mario Party with friends when they came over and stuff like that. So the Wii was something fun to have in college. Plus, it was all like really nostalgic for everybody. Like, oh yeah, I remember having one of these as a kid. But that's why, yeah, I don't know. But that's why, so the song in my town square is the City Folk music. Because I really loved this song. I loved the city in City Folk. Like I said, I just didn't love playing on the Wii. Check photo sharing in Discord. I will check later, unless it is like super relevant to stream. I usually don't check Discord or anything like that. Just because then I get people like, I DM'd you something, and all the time it just kind of. Usually it is. Okay. We'll do some clothes shopping and then we'll look. I don't know if I actually want to go clothes shopping. I think I have most of these clothes. Oh, we'll look. I'm always so excited about clothes shopping, but I don't know if you have some like really good things. I don't really want a bowling shirt. Maybe I'll buy a checkered sweater dress. Or checkered sweater. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. It's not bad. I'll get some sweaters. The shorts. I don't really need any of those. Oh, need that. Just because I need it. While we're doing all of the dialogue, I will check Discord. Ah, the DS. Very nice. I had just a plain white one. Although it did end up having a stain on it. I had gotten like on one of the like on the side of the hinge, my sister spilled like chocolate ice cream or something on it once, and so I couldn't clean it off. Like it would, like forever there was like a tiny little brown stain. The gamer. Yep. And I did too, I also for a while used our old GameCube carry, like we had like a GameCube case, and it was like a big square that you could fit your GameCube and like a controller or two and the cords and like a game. But we never used, like we got rid of their GameCube. So, but we still had the case for some reason. I don't know why we didn't sell the case with the GameCube. Anyway, So I commandeered it and used it to carry around my DS, so I could fit like I could fit the game cases with like the instructions, especially for games like Nintendogs and stuff where I felt I needed them for some reason. Ah, good times. I never thought about it, but yeah, she kind of does, doesn't she? Very, yeah, very Sonic. I never made the connection, but yes. I don't remember that. So the game, oh, when did the GameCube? Oh, my cat got into a trash can. Hey, stop that. Hey, you. Because when did the Wii come out? (2006). So we got, because we got a Wii probably the year it came out to replace our GameCube. And I would have been like 7 or 8 when we got our Wii. So, I do not remember much from the GameCube Animal Crossing. What I do remember from it is we had Gwen, the penguin, on our island, and Gwen's like Animal Crossing character type is like the rude type or whatever, the mean one, or whatever the category is, snarky, I think maybe it's called. But she like really rubbed all of us the wrong way. Like all of us, meaning me, my sister, and my parents. And so we decided to basically bully her out of town. And we'd follow her around and like hit her with umbrellas and things. Like encouraged by my parents, I might add. And like we would like strategically plant trees all the way around her house, like as close as you possibly could so that she couldn't escape around the trees. We'd also like line it with like pitfalls. Like we flat out set up traps for this poor penguin because we didn't like her. We didn't understand that like the game mechanics of like the more you interact with somebody, the more they aren't gonna like leave. Because we would like send her hate mail. Like it was totally bullying. No, not this was video game. All in video game. So but yeah, no, we like hated on this poor penguin a whole lot. And she never moved out because we kept giving her attention and never stopped. But I've been like, that's the only thing I remember from the original Animal Crossing game. And the only reason I know that we own the first one is because we didn't like, that was the only time my whole family played together. And like the only way for that to have happened. Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Like no one, the whole family really didn't play on the Wii version. It was really just me and my sister. But I remember my mom playing, which my mom does not really play video games. So we had it on the GameCube. I'm gonna go. Actually, before I run up there. That one we can sell? I'm not sure. I collect dinosaur bones so I can switch them out near my museum. I gotta see if we have any of these in our storage. But yeah, poor Gwen the penguin. Moral of the story. They're just really, really freaking mean to a penguin. Okay, do we have any doubles? Nope, we have another piece of that. We have a double of that. A double of that. One's a double. The rest of them are all individual. Perfect. We can go sell those, and then we're gonna go to the island so we can get more fun things. The other island, the smaller one, the one we take by boat. Hey, little Nook. Are they cousins of Tom Nook? Little Tom Nook's cousins, sons, children that he watches over. I have dino bones. I come bearing dino bones. I want to sell you some dinosaur bones. Here you go. There you go. I'm off. We shall go on an adventure. Purely so I can find more fragments to bury in the dirt and cover in water. Mostly why I want the adventure. Oh, I have to talk to people still? Who did I talk to? I know I talked to Blair for the... Who else have I talked to? I usually am like, don't like to talk to people because I enjoy the, you know, I haven't talked to you in 8 months, and I'm like, I played last week, I just didn't talk to you because I ignored you. Kind of like that, you know? Oh, that's stupid. Why can't I learn more? Knowledge is power, you know. Hello there. I will pay the fee. Can I please go and hear a fun jig on the way? Summer school has ended. Nice. I haven't been in school for a little bit. It's been over a year now. 'Cause yeah, no, because I've been in my current job for over a year now. It's me. You don't get seasick, do you? I do get seasick. But these waves wouldn't bother me too much. Like big waves do. Like you look at the horizon. I find sitting down helps. I'm already sitting. It's like a little boat. There's no big waves. Like, I don't think we're even in an ocean. We're like in a pond, like a lake. Ooh! Let's look at the fun vines. I wonder if I've watched the Titanic. And like, what is this stuff? Moss? I'm stealing it. Like, you know it's gonna sink. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of like watching like any documentary about a historical... Sorry, I feel yawn so bad. Like, it's like watching any documentary about a historical figure. Like, most of the time, you know what's gonna happen. I mean, I think for the Titanic, it's mostly, like, you know... Yes, you know what's gonna happen, but they spend enough time, like, making you like the characters. And plus, you know that they're not like at least the first time you see it, there is the possibility that they may not die, because not everyone died in the Titanic. Like, you know, the boat sank, but some people did survive. Shark! Yes! Yes! I love sharks. Well, because, I mean, I remember reading a book in high school that I really, really, really despised. It was called The Chronicles of Death Foretold. And it was basically like about this person who was like going back to a town where like this tragic death occurred, and like telling basically what happened that day. And the issue with the story, and the reason why I hated it and a lot of people in class hated it, is because like the first couple paragraphs in the book tells you what happened. Like it tells you that so and so died or whatever. I can't and like this thing happened to this person, like that's why they died. And it literally took there was no possibility that the person was going to live, because it was literally set in the future and it was being told like of the past, and they flat out told you how the book was going to end. And so, you know, things like Romeo and Juliet, you gotta get attached to the characters. I mean, it also has to do with like the good writing. It was a book for school, I couldn't skip it, but it really did suck. But yeah, like when you know something's gonna happen, it does kind of ruin it. You are completely correct. Like one instance, so that happened to me. So the Rogue One movie, if you guys have seen that, I think it's Rogue One. I really, really didn't like it. And mostly like in the context of the Star Wars universe. So I'm not a huge Star Wars nerd, but my dad is an absolute Star Wars nerd. And so I watched a lot of it growing up. I'm also a very detailed oriented person, and remember a lot of details. And so I went into Rogue One knowing what the ending was, because I understood from the trailer that the premise was that this was the group of people that went and got the Death Star, like the plans for the Death Star. And I vividly remembered from the original movies that group died. Like, spoilers if you haven't seen Rogue One, it's been out for a while. So like I went into the movie knowing how it was gonna end, so I like didn't feel the need to get attached to any characters, or anything like that, because I was like, I know how it's going to end. Like literally there's no surprise here. Like maybe a little bit of surprise, like I didn't know exactly how it was gonna happen, obviously, because it was like the untold story, but like I knew there was literally no hope for any of them. Been out for 6 years. Yeah, it's been out for a while. There was also quarantine in there, so you know, if you really wanted to watch it, I feel like everyone would have had the time by now. Finally got the stupid freaking mosquito. So I don't know, I really don't enjoy stories like that. I have not watched The Mandalorian. I watched pieces of it. Like I said, I'm not the big Star Wars nerd. My dad is. But I know, yeah, no, like I really, stories that are like that. Romeo and Juliet is kind of different. I don't know. It's different in the sense of like, it's a pop culture thing of you knowing how it's gonna end. So I don't feel like the expectation of mystery, I guess. Versus with Rogue One, like the expectation was, it's a movie for entertainment, a story I don't know, but I already know the plot twist. Or Romeo and Juliet is, everyone knows the plot twist. It's Romeo and Juliet. I'm also just very disenfranchised with movies right now in general, so. I haven't watched like any of the recent Marvel movies. I'm waiting for bugs to spawn on these trees because the last couple bugs I'm missing 2 bugs for the museum, and they both spawn on palm trees. So I'm just waiting. Oh, that might be one of them. Feckin' yeah. I don't think that's it. Dang it. You're good. Yes. I'm bug master. Yes. Like, this is the perfect island for me to catch these last couple bugs. I was not planning on staying here and catching bugs. We're only missing the 2, and these are all palm trees, and the spawning conditions are basically perfect. Besides all of the extra water, there's no bunch of flowers everywhere. It's just trees. Actually, I know for a fact this is not what I need, so I'm just gonna scare it off. Why waste the effort? Come on, bugs. Here, I'll even walk up here so you guys can like spawn down there on the ground. Do a nice big loop. Are there any water bugs messing up spawning? There's a bug over here. I'm like pretty sure I have this one. Ah, dang it. Oh, I'm pretty sure I had it though. I'm missing like 2 specialty ones. I should actually like probably look up what they look like. That would be maybe good. But I don't know about you guys, but when I go see movies, I'm usually a like I'm so much of like a plot person. Like, character development cool, but like I really love the story part. I'm missing the golden stag and the horned atlas. Yeah, okay. Okay, we got this. Not you stupid ground bugs. I only want palm tree bugs. That purple one down there isn't, but let's try going in this one. Ooh, while we're catching bugs, we can chat about question. Would anyone be interested in potentially watching or potentially having me play the Hitman video games? I never attempted because I didn't have a computer that would work it. But I'm going to now. It's a big fish, I want it. What that? The Hitman games? Yes. Great games. I have Hitman 2. And I played a bit on my own, but I've never actually played through all of the campaigns. Yeah, I got Hitman 2 when Hitman 3 came out because it was on sale. I mean, not smart enough to know that. I want the stupid bug hidden behind the palm tree. Kitty, play Fall Guys. Get it on your Switch. I own Fall Guys. It's been an option for multiplayer games before, but I only ever had it on there like kind of before Fall Guys became popular again. Oh, you got it for free on Epic? Or maybe I got it for free. I remember I just got Hitman 2 really cheap, and I thought it was around the time that Hitman 3 came out. Maybe not. I don't need that bug. Ooh, you know what other bugs could be spawning? The shells, the crabs. God. I played it when it was popular first. I didn't own it when it was popular, and then it's now like becoming popular again. But I've had it on like, hey, multiplayer, anyone want to play Fall Guys? And no one's ever said yes. But now people are like, Fall Guys, so we can play it. I own it. That's the right one. I'll feel really bad for doing what I was about to do. And that is one reason I'm mad, is because I did buy the game to play it in the past, and now it's free. Stupid games. I think Lawn Mowing Simulator is also free right now at Epic. I think that's like this week's free game on Epic is Lawnmower Simulator. Green bug, you're worthless. Rocket League is another one I haven't ever played. There's a couple games. Dang. Yeah, let's say actually I think I played Rocket League once with like a friend. But I downloaded it yet because it was free, but I currently do not have it installed. Like there's a couple games where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm happy to have paid that money. But those are usually the, like, there's only a couple games like that that come to mind. Large skill-based game. Yeah, like, I can sometimes be skilled, but I'm also just not skilled. So that's why I have not played a whole bunch of it. But although I know it's never gonna go severely on sale and or be free, Breath of the Wild is one of the games that like I totally have gotten my money's worth out of, and I'm quite content with that. Stardew Valley is another one. I own Stardew Valley on 2 different devices because I'm perfectly happy paying full price for Stardew. I think it's a wonderful game and it's relatively inexpensive. I've bought Terraria for friends, especially when it's on sale for $5 because it's worth $5. I own it on 2 different devices as well. I've been tempted to buy the phone version just because I love the game so much, and it's so cheap. Yeah, I also cannot wait for Breath of the Wild 2. Breath of the Wild 2, I'm usually a stickler. I hate buying games if they're not on sale for at least a little bit of money. Like, I always want to find a game on sale. You know, go either find it on sale or go to a store and use a coupon. Like, I try to find games on sale. I guess I never free in the Tesla. It's free in the Tesla. Phone version isn't that good. See, but I just wanted to be supportive and just buy the game again. I think that's the Rainbow Stag. I think we have that one from third-party website. But Breath of the Wild 2, the day that that game comes out, I'm going to pre-order it. I will pay the full price. I have the money set aside for the day that that game comes out, because it comes out and we're streaming that for like the week it comes out. I'm so excited for that game. My pocket is full of bugs and none of the bugs that I want. I can only handle this for so long before I want to throw my controller through the wall. Which I feel like my neighbors would be really pissed about. I've never met them before, but they gave me odd looks the other weekend when they were throwing a party and I was putting furniture outside. I don't think they'd appreciate the controller through the wall. This one we've already grabbed. I don't think I see the little walk slow. Don't try to scare any bugs unless you know it's the bug that we don't want. I need to catch this stupid fly. Mosquito or whatever, it's gonna ruin our chances of bug catching. Don't see any water bugs. Ah, you guys are up there. Move out of the way. Yeah, there's not too many games. Another game I was angry when it became free. So Sims 4 ran a thing where the base game was free. Oh, was it like a year ago or something? And it's happened a couple times where like the base game is just completely free. And I was like, you know how much money I put into this game? You know? And it's just free. It's free, you know? But whatever. Whatever. GTA 5. So when GTA 5 was free, I actually didn't own a computer that could download GTA 5, so I decided to not download it. And now I've had friends be like, you wanna play GTA 5? And I'm like, I would have to pay for it now, and I just don't want to have to do that, because I missed out on my chance to give it for free. Yeah, it was like I should have just. Well, as much fun as I had playing games, there was a certain point when I didn't have a like Windows. Like, I had an Apple computer, which a lot of games weren't accessible on. But I should have still like put them into my account. Like I definitely learned that lesson far too late. That, you know, just snatch it because eventually I'm going to want it. Like I didn't know how big of a gamer I was going to become. I don't want to show off the stupid mosquito. I wanted to release it. So, you know, hindsight's 20/20 and my vision's absolute crap, so you know. Hey, don't do that. Stop that behavior. Excuse me? Bugs. Getting tired of your shenanigans. Bug over there. No, it's not the right one. Kind of in a Minecraft mood. You know, this might be a day that I would switch to it. However, I specifically set up my stream for that. What are we at? 5 whatever p? 500 and whatever? 590, 5 whatever we had decided it's at. But if I switch it over to Minecraft, I struggled at Minecraft at the lowest settings when we were putting it at the 360. So no switching over today. $480 was fine. It was lower than that. It was lower than that. But the issue is you can't change those settings while streaming. I'd have to end stream and then redo the settings and then reopen stream. Let's get some Fall Guys content. Yeah, but even at the settings we were at on Monday, like I have so many issues with games crashing. Like that's why streaming at low quality, whatever. But the reason I'm getting a PC above that was, okay, I'm streaming at low quality, but also like I literally have to fight the game to keep it open. Okay, I guess we're heading back. My pockets are full of bugs. We didn't catch our bug, but it's fine. We made an effort. All that matters. Yeah, it's that, and then like I can't. It's laggy. Like, you know, my stream settings are as low as I can get them, and then I still have lag. And I hate games with lag. Like it peeves me off. Change my website. They're already as low as they can go. I haven't downloaded Optifine. I don't think I'm gonna download Optifine on this computer because I might as well just wait. Oh hey buddy! I had a cat. I might as well just wait till I have my PC comes in. It's gonna come in. Yeah. But like, my laptop struggles to have OBS open and Minecraft open when I'm in the main menu, like before I'm even in the game. Yeah. See, I bought this laptop with like next to no knowledge on what goes into a computer. I wanted this keyboard. Just don't throw anything that you don't want to break along with your keyboard. Yeah, no, I bought this laptop with like next to no knowledge on what it takes to stream, like what parts of your computer get used for streaming softwares, or like what even makes up a good computer or not a good computer. So, you know, probably made some mistakes there. It also, I didn't know but was probably not the newest. Like when I bought it, I just assumed it's like, oh, this is like some of the top of the line stuff you can put. No, it was not. I don't think I got ripped off, but I like totally didn't pay full price whatsoever for my laptop. Because I had bought it on Black Friday. With an employee discount from Walmart. But at full price, it was probably a ripoff. It's an Acer, so it's not like the bottom of the tier Dell laptop, but the stuff in it's like the graphics card is, I don't even know what the graphics card is. I know it's an NVIDIA graphics card, but it's an older one. Oh no, it's even worse. Yeah. But very nice PC coming our way. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm gonna replace all of the weeds up here with glowing moss. Are there any weeds over there? Oh, I love how when you run through it, it gets better. Ever heard of rad? I don't think so. Maybe PC Gamer comes with the good score skills. You know what? At the very least, if I don't have good parkour, you know, I won't be missing frames. I'm not gonna have, you know, it's not gonna lag several seconds behind. So I think my parkour maybe will just improve from that alone. It's amazing mod pack. Ooh. Not heard of it. Yeah, no, there was like a terrible, terrible stream. It was for Rex's birthday, and Rex and one of our other moderators, Ha, took me parkouring, and it was bad. But it was fun, but it was definitely I'm bad at parkour on a good day, and then, you know, crappy computer did not help matters much. But we can do all sorts of things when we have a new laptop or a new computer. It won't even be a laptop. Be my first ever actual computer. Looting and fighting, fight your way through the dungeons, improve your skills and gear, complete quest, conquer videos. Oh, that sounds cool. So I can't take a break and build a pretty house? Oh, Control C, Control V is my favorite thing. I still remember the day that I discovered copy paste. So in high school, or not even high school, it wasn't even middle school, it was like we called it intermediate school. Our town was small, so the schools got split up into a bunch of little buildings. Anyway, 5th grade. We had a library class, and here it comes. We had a library class, and it was like one of the things we had to learn in library class was how to type. For is the between lands, ether beneath, cavern two on two. Oh, that sounds really cool. Yeah, so a lot of us knew keyboards already, because this was a lot of people had cell phones. Not a lot of people, but like a good half of the students that I knew had cell phones, so we could, you know, typing wasn't bad. We didn't type correctly according to, you know, how the teacher was teaching it, but we knew how to type fast. We just weren't putting our fingers in the correct spots. So our genius plan was one student found out that you could do this thing called copy paste. And so instead of on the website, you know, typing out sentences over and over and over and over and over again, copy paste became our best friend. So that's how I learned about copy paste. Dragons sound fun. What music do we want? I thought he already had music playing. Yeah. What's this one? AK Stroll. It was so nice. Minecraft is horrible. I want to play it one day just to play it. But yeah, it looks like absolute torture. But yeah, copy paste help us. Well, and then our teacher would be like, "You guys are getting so good at typing so fast." And I don't even know if she knew what copy paste was. And we'd like do it slowly and deliberately, so like not everyone would get done super fast. Ah, we were dang smart little 5th graders. Yeah, you should. Just at least dump it in the Minecraft server for it. And I'll have to get more information. I'm not sure if I want to invite like people outside of our community or not to do that like big adventure map sort of Minecraft thing. Nah, but that's why we have 2 Minecraft servers. We have the vanilla one and the other one is, you know, we'll play on the other one and then when we get bored of 1.12, we'll, you know, play a different mod on it. It's fine. What makes it fun? Okay, I think I've done a lot of that. I think you should toss Rexit and Vibe. Maybe. The Roxanne chat sounds like fun. When a dragon approaches. Very much. The issue is though, if you are doing like a stream together, it gets a little harder. If the reason you're streaming is to like have somebody to chat to. But if there's more than one person around it, I don't think it would be as bad. Okay. Now, let's go test and see if we go visit Red on Harvey's Island, if Red's still there or not. I don't know what happens. We're gonna go find out. Experiment time. Oh, I forgot I removed all of these. I was like, where did all of my things go? Forgot I, commandeered them all. Hey, hey! I want to go visit the island with all of the good stuff. Is it hard? Roger that, good buddy. I'm your good buddy. I don't even like talk to you that often. I talk to you even less than like the villagers in my town. Hey, buddy. Oh, nope. He decided he wanted to pounce on things. Here. It's too full of kitty zoomies to come and join us again. Fine. I know he loves me deep down. It's all good. Now. Ah. He isn't there. Interesting. Oh, we need carrots. Are you selling carrots today? I don't care. Carrots! Carrots? Yes! Yes! 5 carrots, please. I don't know where I'm gonna put them because I already have all of my plants kind of in a spot, but we'll figure it out. I didn't realize I was missing carrots until like I saw somebody's island the other day and they had carrots and I was so mad. It's like, I don't have carrots. I guess we can look. 1, I'm so mad. You can't buy the shoes that are on this thing. I want the shoes that are displayed there, but they're not the ones that he has in his inventory. Oh. I want this. Yes, please. It has polka dots on it. I had a backpack that looked like that when I was in like 4th grade. That would be hilarious. All sorts of chomp sounds. Little buddy. He like really disappeared. Oh my gosh. Dude, you're so quiet. So, like, absolutely just invisible. My cheaters are on for Hypixel. I'm sorry, my frame rate. Now I want to run over the carpet lady. Carpet lady. Yes, my floors are so naked. I need to fill them with things. Fireworks and train and park. I want all of these. Oh, I know, baby. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you have good cuddles, don't you? I need at least one hand so I can play the game. Stream, the floor is naked. Avert your eyes. You will like the item, I will like the money. I feel that really deeply in my soul. I will accept the money payment. Awesome. Here's the money payment. My wallet is not content. I need the parking flooring. Because guess what? One day I am gonna put cars there. Vein miner. I've always wanted to try out a vein miner. I've never used vein miner before. I've seen some Terraria videos of some YouTubers who use it. And it looks so glorious. Like, I saw somebody vein mining Hellstone, and I was like, please. Oh, I'm pushing buttons I didn't mean to push. Hello, plane guy. Time to go. I knew you were saying in Minecraft, but also like I've never played with it in any game, and I've definitely seen people use it recently. But I think it'd be fun in Minecraft too. Although maybe a little less useful. Like Minecraft in general doesn't have a lot of like veins of ores. It's a lot of like, you know, very small veins. In Minecraft, I like the ones that like you can upgrade your pickaxe and it like mines like a 3x3 block or something. Like those ones are ones that I see that are like super helpful for Minecraft because yeah, there aren't huge amounts of veins. Do, 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 do. There is an item for that. Glorious. So I had a brilliant idea to put glow moss. Ooh. I'll have to look out for it then. Glow moss. Hey buddy, no biting. Ah. Dang it, I didn't mean to pick the flower. I just wanted to put the moss down. Oh, I'm just gonna have just enough, aren't I? Or like, yeah, I'm gonna have one extra. I like that better. I wonder if glowing moss counts as weeds on your island or no. Mm. 3x3 area. Yes. Now we gotta look at our produce. That's more durability than a diamond pick. Nice! Sure, Rex. I saw you just got on. I will open up my doors. I mean, hey. As long as it's at least diamond level, sweet. Rex the mad lad. I don't know what he wants to rob from me, but, you know, we'll invite him over. Hope for the best. Fighting. I want visitors, please. Via online, please. Internet me, dude. Don't judge my island name if it appears. It's going to appear. Also, no bringing pizza on the plane. It says so in the sign in the corner. I want to invite all of my friends. He was thinking about that. He's like, are you sure? You sure you want to invite your friends? I know who's on your friends list. You sure you want them to come over? I think we get to see your island name and maybe your passport name? Maybe not. Yeah, we shall wait right here. Do, 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 do. I think the prank was Rex actually didn't want to come over for a visit. Logged on and was like, hey, I want to come for a visit. Go open up your gates. And I did. And then he never comes for the visit. Worst prank ever. Oh yeah, we also gotta pray for Rex's internet. Only good thoughts towards Rex's internet right now. You're gonna bite me. I'm gonna put you on the floor. Okay, you're on the floor then. No more cat time. He's lost his privileges. Oh. Well, then maybe I won't be your welcoming party. Oh, I gotta remember how to... which buttons... which ones are the... Oh, that's the wrong button. Yep, that one's right. That is right. That is I. Is that I? That is I. wonder if this will work. I'm gonna place a skyblock. Nice. Making sure I don't visit some random person. Ready to depart. Awesome. I'm ready. I'm sitting on the ground ready for you. Yeah, no, my island name is Trastevere. Because I was feeling very, very sad and sorry for myself when I got Animal Crossing. It was the neighborhood that I lived in when I was studying abroad that I had to get kicked out. Maybe because I'm sitting on the ground, Animal Crossing just cannot figure it out. So I'll stand, not be weird. But it could also be the fact that I was sitting on the ground. So I will not sit on the ground, and I will only help towards this. And Mr. Shredder, I wish you the best of luck on some of that Skypixel looting. I wait patiently, kind of. Yeah, I was somebody that was playing like on Skyblock Hypixel like at least once a week, maybe once every other week, until they upgraded the like nether area. She has a lot of questions. Forgot how fast I was. But I don't have the combat to reach the new area when I did before, and now I'm sad, so I haven't played Skyblock in a really long time since that update. Here, we'll do the slow moonwalk. How slow can we get our moonwalk? Ah yes, auto job. I am anxiously awaiting your visit. The only thing the devil fears. I think this is as slow a moonwalk as I can get. Not really a moonwalk because we're moving, but it's like really slow exaggerating. Ooh. That might be your internet. You can keep attempting it if you would like. I should go to my farm. I did not mean to do that, but I guess I did that. Hello, balloon. Nice to meet you. Haha. I am masterful at balloons. And we got a sign. Yay. I feel so special. Here. I'll put the dirt back on the ground. Where is the dirt splotch? Dirt speckle! Dirt has been speckled. Da-da-da-da-da. Replant. Sugar cane. There we go. Hello, Shadow. I am all fished out. I need bugs. I could only play with you if you're nat type A? What does that mean, Rex? I don't know what that means. Yeah, fish. I got all the fish. I need the last 2 bugs. I don't know. I have all the fossils too. I'm missing a little bit of art in 2 bugs. But thanks for the offer. Welcome in, Shadow Meta Knight. I can say words. I'm poor, Katie. I don't know what the nat thing means. Am I not nat A? Come to my island. I can attempt to make it to your island. If you can't come to mine, then we shall attempt yours. Let me finish watering my stuff. Get it prepped and ready then, Rex. Hey. Hey there, little friend. These work a lot like the pumpkins. You just kind of like put them in the ground. I don't know if there's any special trick to it. I just put them in the ground and water them. They're like the bushes. You just kind of like put them down. And then you gotta water them like flowers. Yes! Locally sourced soil. Okay. We're gonna go put stuff away so we have empty-ish pockets. And then we shall attempt to do the other way around. Go visit Rex. And it is open? We'll let you know, Rex. We'll let you know. You didn't like the hats available, so you had to make yourself a Gucci hat? I have so much stuff. Okay. We'll stop by the store, sell it, and then go visit. Tent from the Swiss screen I did once, so won't leave. Me and my shopping shall go to the shopping center. I think I did all the other chores I really wanted to. I've watered the flowers I wanted to. Planted the stuff. I could probably go search for a pearl, but I'm okay. Yeah, I probably have to do a Google. That'd be my guess. Oh, I love... When the gates open, they're not next to each other. Okay. Yes, very fine things. Give me the monies. Okay, let's attempt to see if we can get over to Rex Island. You know, in the long run, that just means that he can't come over here and rob us. So... Whee! Okay, now I want you to close the gate and let me go. I see, don't have you. There's things to rob. Well, and like the thing is, I really don't need anything in this game. For once, I'm not searching for free handouts. I'm the one who can give out the free handouts. Hey, buddy. Stop that. Please connect me to the internet. Maybe I have bugs, I don't, but if I did, sell me your soul. I don't know if I'm gonna sell my soul to complete my museum. That might be a little much. Make my island for me. Wait, did I do the wrong thing? I can't remember if I did the last time. Halloween costume on? See, I also go months without playing. I think when we logged back on... I think I played this like 2 weeks ago again for like the first time consistently in a while, and it was like it was a mix between 8 and 6 months since I talked to some of my villagers. I'm just a bad friend. I just don't communicate. Just a bad friend. Basa Lick, is that you? But I'm also the person that logs on to Animal Crossing and then just ignores the villagers. Like I've definitely run through the house. I run through their houses and just never said anything to them. Hey, at least we know that it connects. It like reads that you're online, Rex. Moment of truth. What does this mean? Your network conditions may not be suited to stable online play. And he just gives up. Like, he gives you no other option. He just stops. How do I get fine? Bad. Well, I guess Rex will only be able to visit you in the dreams because Rex's internet is bad. Well, we already knew this. I mean, it's almost fact by now. Rex's internet is just bad. I'm gonna visit my own surf shop. Steal one of my jackets and we're gonna go swimming. Ooh, there's a stick. Fish, I'm coming for you. You better run. I wish you could have like presets for this, or you could have like the snorkel and everything and like shoes, because it looks so funny when you're just changing your swimsuit and keeping your knit hat on. Ooh, jellyfish. Let's take a swim. I also, I've always found the swimming animation in this game just a little weird. Bruh. Rex, your home internet's so bad it thinks it's a hotspot. Just saying. But and stream playing it? No. The only type of dancing I know how to do is swing and ballroom dancing. Neither of which I think are on Just Dance. But the swimming animation, she opens her mouth every single time she moves her hands, and she splashes her mouth full of salt water. Like, the animation to be done that way was very unneeded. I'm now determined to get you, you stupid thing. What games do you even have? Do we need to take a gander at the games I own on my Switch? I own an odd collection of games on my Switch. Sure. Yes. Because I still haven't figured out what game we want to play Saturday. Ooh, crap. Here, we'll take a brief preview of Katie's games. Animal Crossing, or actually, we'll just scroll all the way to the end. All of the softwares. So I own this game, which is like a flying platforming game. Animal Crossing. Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Rebel Edition, Cooking Simulator, Cozy Grove, Cuphead, Deltarune Chapter 1, Don't Starve, Forager. It's not even downloaded. It's archived. I've played Fortnite like twice. um, I don't play Fortnite. It's just on here because I just played it before. I still played when that season came out. Yeah, I've played like Fortnite like twice and haven't ever picked it back up. Gato Roboto, which is actually like a really cute game. Hitman 3 cloud version. I have no clue if this is actual copy of the game or not. It was free and I downloaded it. Hollow Knight, that's where we actually play Hollow Knight from. So whenever we've streamed Hollow Knight in the past, it's been on here. But we're stuck and I don't want to stream it because I refuse to pick a different option. I have Hulu. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, the Jump Rope Challenge, Harry Potter Lego Collection, Mario Kart, my time at Porsche, Night in the Woods, the multiplayer, Nintendo, the stuff you get with the multiplayer, online stuff, Pac-Man, Paper Mario, the Triangle Strategy demo. I've never actually played this demo. It was free and I downloaded it. Stardew, Story of Seasons, which is a lot like the My Time at Porsche or Stardew or Harvest Moon. Kirby, Mario All-Stars, Mario 3D World, Mario Odyssey, Mario Party, Super Smash Bros, Terraria, Tetris, multiple Zeldas. My friends over Saturday and play Super Mario Party. The Long Dark, the Red Lantern, 2 versions of Uno because for some reason I had the demo and then when I bought the game it gave me another version of it. Yonder, Yoshi's Crafted World, and YouTube. Those are all my softwares. Some I've played a lot of, some I've played not at all. Some were free and I downloaded because they were free. That's Katie's collection of Nintendo games. Yeah, the couple friends that I have, I actually never played much of Super Smash Bros. I had got it because I found it in a GameStop for super cheap. And I like played with a friend like once or twice. And not much more. But if I had friends to invite over, I don't think any of them would stream. A couple friends know that I stream. And the couple that do are not at all interested. Although my coworker, who I was friends with in like middle school and stuff, used to stream. Hasn't streamed in a really long time, but is thinking about streaming again, potentially. So we might stream with her. Force them to stream? See, but that's how you don't make friends. Not everyone enjoys the possibility of streaming. Depends on the person. Right? Streaming is not for everybody. Yes. She owns the Windows version. But she's also in the kind of the same situation I am, as she has kind of just an old PC or an old laptop that she plays games on. She mostly actually plays on her Nintendo Switch. Hey. No climbing on the desk. Can I like rest you there? Are you gonna stay? Kind of. Well, she should join 100%. She's not much of a Minecraft player, but she has been tempted. Ah! You guys disappeared. Cat closed stream. Where'd you go? There you are. Um, yes. She has never been much of a Minecraft player, but I think I can convince her to join eventually. That should be working. Ooh, is chatbot not working? It should be working. But I just now realized I have not seen any of the timed things come through chat at all today. Yeah, it hasn't done a single message today. I just now realized that. The thing is it's connected. Here, let me close it and reopen it. Yeah. Yeah, no, all the time messages haven't been happening. So I left it open since last stream. Usually I close it, and then that's why sometimes I forget to have it open back up for when stream starts. But it was already open, and so I was like, oh, sweet, I'll just like leave it open and connected. Apparently I can't do that either. Don't think ahead. Just, Here, let me try to do... Yeah, okay. Glad that it's working now. Oh, come here. There we go. 1 year, 3 months, 16 days, 3 hours, and 58 minutes. Whoa. Well, we knew it was already over a year because you're a 12 months sub now, aren't you? Yeah, you got like the little orange kitty. Three days, 1 hour, and 14 minutes ago. Nice. Oh, come on. Yeah. Sweet. I am purely just looking for the stupid little thing to trade to the otter for the mermaid stuff. Come on! We got this. We got this. This one is gonna be it. No, it's not. It moves too fast. Like a crazy sea creature. Doesn't want to be caught. Urchins don't move that fast. Animal Crossing lies to us. We have to get out and try a different part of the island. Ooh, this might be it! Dang it! It wasn't that big, it didn't move that fast. Thought we finally had what we needed. Okay. I don't think that's gonna be it either. Oh no, this is it! That was a really big circle for the scallop. Yes, I want to be bestowed the knowledge. I guess he also swims with a knit hat on. Hey man, about that scallop of yours, can I have it? Sure. Whoa, thanks for the generosity, man. Where does he take that from? Since we're cool, I left you something you'll dig. While I'm at it, let me lay some truth on you. The deep kind. Feel this. You gotta love feeling the warm sun on your back. It's like Mother Nature putting a sweater on you. Nice. This is a good day. We're gonna chase him. Chase that otter. Chase that otter. Hey, Otter Man. Can I have it back? He's chewing on it like a cute little otter. There it goes. Bye bye, Otter Man. I want to go back before I have to swim so far away and then I get annoyed. Use the rescue delivery service. Nice. Look at that muscle. What did we get, by the way? Ooh, a mermaid fence. Ah, yes. The dream of every person. Make a mermaid fence. I feel like we should get out of the water and shake like dogs. Like, I want like a fun little wiggle. A little wiggle that goes on when you get out of the water. Because you just got all way up. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I meant... yeah. That. Kinda wanna restart my game. You mean restart your island? You'd really do that? I don't like the island. You know you can like terraform it a little bit, right? Plus you lose all your money and all of your points. It's like a big decision to be like, you know what? No more island. I don't like it in general, everything. But you know, like most of it you can change and do whatever you want with, right? The only things you can't change are like the name my porn is. Oh. I mean, if you want. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Now I don't know what to do. We've done all the normal day chores. Can touch the sandcastle. Ooh, we can come sit with the gnome. Just vibe. Oh gosh. Little Grandma Mermaid, thanks for the lurk. Being a sneaky bean. The only thing I don't like is the name. See, I feel like a lot of people regret the names that they gave their Animal Crossing worlds. At least your island name isn't what my sister decided to call hers. So my sister Bella, who's been on the channel before, decided that her island needed to be named Buttermilk. You could probably find somebody who's made it online though. But you wouldn't be able to switch it for a little bit, I think. Buttermilk, 10 out of 10. Does this one move? I feel like that one should move a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why she decided to name hers Buttermilk, but it's Buttermilk. You should also move. All the dino bones need to move. I feel like it's no fun if they don't. Glowiness. I mean, that's no small amount of bells. I love the glow moss. I do have to wonder what the glow moss looks like during the day. It's fine. That's cool though. I got all mine because me and my sister would do the like turnip stuff. Sorry. Like whoever, we would always like throughout the week go and like check what our turnip prices were, and then whenever either of us had really high turnip prices, we would time travel backwards and spend like our entire savings on turnips and then time travel and then travel to you know, the other person's island who had the high turnip prices, and just do that over and over again. Well, if you got all your weeds picked up, you would have, it wouldn't be that bad. Oh, not my fishing pole. I'm too lazy to go make one, so let's go shopping. I don't even have paths. Yeah, because you have to get a certain star rating, I think, to unlock them, right? But star ratings don't depend on, I don't know if paths get factored into it. Star ratings depend on like the amount of flowers you have on your island, the amount of trees you have on your island, making sure that you have all of the villagers possible, having no items laying around on your island, having under a certain amount of weeds, and then having a certain amount of crafted items. So like, you know, every fence counts as one crafted item, all of my benches count as crafted items, a lot of fences. Like these green things are crafted. I have a bunch of like weird raccoon statues hidden around because I think they're funny. Crafted those. I think these are crafted. I need to know it's okay, you can see my horde island. But that's how you get an island rating. Mine hovers between 4 and 5 because I don't care to pick up my stuff and I leave items out all the time. Oh, I didn't even realize what time it was. I guess because I only streamed for I started late. I was like, it's basically midnight. I actually need to go to bed. I'm gonna try to find stuff to do, but that works just fine. Yeah, I guess we can end stream here. Because I need to head out and go to bed. But I do want to thank everyone for for everyone for hanging out today. It was nice chatting with everybody. I always love just having any and all sorts of random conversations. We've covered everything from mayo to just stuff today. Ooh, we have to find a new friend to raid. That's fun. Do, 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 do. Sure. Yeah, I don't think I have anybody. Because we've already raided. Oh, because I think we raided Pinks at the beginning of the week. Ooh, Vault Hunters. Lex in the park. Sounds good. But we've raided both Pinks and Dr. Zeus already this week. So we'll head over Lex in the park. Sounds like fun. I do want to preface, you know, raids with thanks, Little Crown Mermaid. Oh, Rex, you already started. But feel free to copy either of these raid messages. They're both wonderful for whatever access to emotes you have to go spread on the love from the Bean Squad to other people. I do forget to say sometimes, but rating other people's channels, we are PG-13 here, and try to keep it really towards that of the PG-13 rating, but not everyone else follows those rules, so do be cautious when rating other people and their rules in their chats and stuff like that. It's not always the same, but hopefully there are guys can come on over with me in this raid and go spread some love to our new friend. As I completely flabbed the schedule today and played the wrong game, we will be playing The Long Dark tomorrow. Because I can't read, apparently, and we played the wrong game today. And then Saturday we'll figure something out. I'm not sure what we're gonna play. We'll do something. It'll be fun. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of your evening if it's evening. A good Friday if it is Friday for you guys. I'm so yawny, I need to go to bed. Anyway, I hope everyone has an amazing morning, noon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see y'all later.